Hi, everybody. We're back.
It's your crack team of educators back
and,
again.
Videographers, as it turns out.
Not so much.
Yeah, and we wanted to talk to you about seed dissection and some classification of plants that you can do based on the seed. So what I have here is an exquisitely prepared jar of soaking lima beans. And if you have these around your house and you feel like you could soak a few of them, let them soak for about 24 hours and they'll be ready to dissect. And I've taken the liberty of taking one apart already, and we're going to go through the parts of the seed here in a minute. And then this is a whole seed that, if Tracy, you want to show how you would cut open.
So I usually look for that seam along the back there and just sort of pry it open like so.
Ooh, okay.
So it's got a chunk there.
Yeah, okay. And so you have an excellent specimen. So here on this piece that she's just taken apart, I want to point something out, that there is the embryo, I just broke it, is easy to break. So as you just saw, it's super easy to crush that part. So it takes a couple of tries to extract that from the seed, but you'll still be able to see all the parts nicely.
And that's why we soaked more than one.
Yeah, so
we
many.
could try
so many.
as many times as we need to.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go through the parts of the seed. You just saw Tracy take off what in a lot of books for kids refer to this as the seed coat. We here in class, I tell them that, but we could also call this the testa from a Latin word that means shell. So in it, you can see how it's like a little jacket, and it just sort of keeps the seed together. Just and works the way our jacket works for us. Okay, keeping things together. Jackets. These two parts are the first meals for the baby plant, and these are called the cotyledons. Because this particular seed had two cotyledons, this is a dicotyledon, and cotyledon comes from a Greek word that means cup-shaped hollow. And on the inside of that cotyledon, this is where the magic happens. It's so tiny. I wonder where, if I can, this is the embryo. And this is the part that is actually going to grow up to become the plant. So the embryo nests in the cotyledon. And if you were to soak some seeds and then plant them in a little cup of dirt, you might see that seed shoot up, and that first part of the plant sometimes will still have the cotyledons attached to the outside of it. You could see it doing that work. I'm wondering where I should hold this to get it a little closer.
Do you want me to try to bring it up to the webcam?
Sure. So
what could go wrong?
Oh, nothing. This is going to go so well. Okay.
I won't be able to see. You'll have to tell me how I'm doing.
Okay, so Mrs. Fortune, all right. Well, yeah.
Science, ladies and gentlemen.
Ciao. Not bad. Okay, so.
But you know what? You're going to do this at home, and you're going to see it for yourself.
Yeah, so go ahead and bring it back, and then what I will maybe do is talk about the two parts of the embryo, and maybe sketch it on a piece of paper here to show a close-up. So we have, this is the embryo, and there are two parts of the embryo that we are going to talk about. Whoops, I just dropped it. The top part that looks kind of like a little feather or a tiny leaf is called the plumule, and that comes from a Latin word that means fine feather. And the bottom part that looks kind of like, I don't know, a stem, is the radicle. So I'm just going to draw it like that. And I'll go ahead and write what these are called. This is compelling watching, I'm sure. watching people write on a whiteboard. Okay, so this very rough, that's good, drawing is the plumule and the radicle, and these together make the embryo, which are going to become your plant. So this might give you something to do. I think we're going to go ahead and stop here for now, and then we'll record another one that talks about the differences between monocotyledons and dicotyledons, and there will be less of this going on, so maybe it'll be helpful. All right, have a good one. Bye.